Yo, how's it going everyone? It's SpinTires Games. Welcome back to another SpinTires video, and today we're just going out for a crawl in this Toyota Land Crusher by Bugle Garage. This thing is a beast. You probably already seen my first video on this, but this thing is actually pretty capable, so I just had to test this thing out on Comp Crawl. So here we are today. So we are on probably one of the longest the crawling tracks in the Comp Crawl, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to see how well this is going to do. Lots of boulders, loose boulders. They shouldn't be really a problem as long as we don't get some insane air. Now she doesn't really like to steer sharp, probably because I have a diff lock on, so maybe turning. Alright, yeah, so if I have the diff lock off, it should improve the turning radius. Alright, going down. Easy now. Nice, into the pit of doom. Well, not quite. Alright, so let's see if we can get back up onto the other side. Oh, today I have the super stompers equipped. Just check these tires out. Just gotta get a good shot at them. Now those look pretty gnarly and pretty well detailed. You can't really tell now because they're a little bit muddy, but they're a freaking gnarly tire, which looks very cool. Alright, let's see if we can get up this muddy surface. Come on now. Gearing is the key. This thing is actually crawling this up this no problem at all. Alright. Now that looks pretty steep right there. Awesome. Nice, we handled that, no problem. This thing is a beast. Alright, let's ease back down into a little deep there. Nice, we're at our first rock section. No problem at all so far. Now this is probably one of the best crawlers in the game as of now. Just because of its massive tires and its suspension tuned perfectly. Plus the gearing is almost perfect too for this type of stuff. Alright, so it's a little tight through here. So you do have a really wide wheelbase, but that shouldn't be a problem with the suspension articulation. Alright, come on. Pop that tire. Ooh. Huh. Kind of a little caught here. Alright, let's see if we can back up. Are we stuck in a rock? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, so we got the tire pinched there. We'll just keep on crawling through. A little bit more. Nice. Alright, just about through the first rock section. Yeah, the wheelbase is pretty wide, so it likes to get pinched going through some areas. So that explains that. Alright. Up and over. Got our second rock section of this trail. Excuse me. Now this trail is actually the, I think one of the longest ones in this, on this map. I think I already said that already. Oh, easy. And it kind of weaves back and forth like a snake, which is actually pretty cool. Alright. There we go. A nice little incline right into a rock section. I love stuff like that. Down and around. Ooh. Check this out. That looks pretty cool. I wonder what line we could take. Alright, let's see if we can go up the steepest line. No problem at all. So far, anyways. Oh, wow. Now that was actually pretty crazy. Surprised we didn't stall out for some reason. Because you know, all the mods in SpinTires are carbureted. And actually it's true. Because once you get so vertical, you stall out. Now, in real life that would happen, but only if the vehicle is carbureted, because it stalls out due to fuel starvation. So yeah, I'm surprised there's no fuel injected mods in the game, which is actually surprising. Especially mods like this. Right, you think that there'll be fuel ejected when it's stalled out once you get to that certain angle. But it just must be a poor mechanic that can't be changed. Or can it now? Nicely done. Alright, a little bit muddy, we got another. Not too bad. Whoa, easy. Don't want to flip over now. Alright, water's a little deep. Actually, not too bad. Alright, looks like we're at more rocks. Awesome. This is probably my favorite trail on this map too. Because not every mod could actually tackle this. But this is the ultimate crawler, so yeah, no sweat. Alright, dropping back down. Alright, this might be a little tricky because the tires might get pinched. Actually, no. If you line up properly and place your wheels in the proper placement, yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so I guess that's it of the trail. Actually, that took like a shorter time than I thought it would to get through there. So yeah, so that was that trail there that weaves back and forth like a snake. Alright, so we just ripped to the end of this other trail here. Just because I haven't tried this trail from the going in reverse. I don't know, it seems like some of these trails are a little bit more challenging if you go from the back of the trail and work your way forward instead of going the other way around. So we just did this trail, so we're just on this trail next to see if we can get through. Pretty straightforward. So yeah, this shouldn't really take a long time in this beast, but yeah, we'll see how we can do. Now wheel placement is the key because the tires like to get pinched and it does a weird flexy shaking thingy, and it's like you're stuck because the your tires don't spin. Alright, whoa, we got another steep incline. Incline, I mean, not incline. Alright, let's, can we... Yeah, it's actually much harder going in reverse. Nicely done. So yeah, if you guys have comp crawl, just say, give this a whirl. Go to the, start at the rear of the trail and work your way to the center. And all the trails on this map, because it's harder, which is actually pretty cool. That just increased the playability of this map. Excuse me. Sorry, I just ate lunch. Easy. Ooh. Oh, watch it, rocks. Alright. That was a pretty steep hill there. Alright, so where do we start? I guess we could go up here. Probably should have lined that up better. Don't want to flip over. Nicely done. Oh, there's a waterfall. Sure, let's quickly climb that. Spin around, come back down. Well, Come on, get that traction you need. Come on. Wow, this is quite the incline. Plus we're fighting the current as well. But wow, there we go. We made it to the top. Let's spin around and go back down. Let's try disengaging our diff lock, see if we can turn sharper. Ooh, it's deep there. Now let's back up, readjust, engage our diff lock once again. Alright, time to go back down. Nice little bonus line right there. Pretty awesome. Ooh. Alright, let's see if we can actually get this turned. Nice little flex there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. There we... Can we miss that tree? No, not quite. There we go. Nicely done. Yeah, she's a big vehicle, requires a nice area to spin. Almost handles like the school bus. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It handles way better than the school bus. Even this section looks harder coming from this angle here. Plus, it's all up the hill. Alright, easy now. There we go. Just had to bump it a little bit. Just crawling up just nice and gentle. Nice little notch here. Go. Another steep incline. Nice. Oh, I see the end of the trail. We're just about there. Full throttle. Almost there. Awesome. Now that trail was actually pretty technical, going from the back side of the trail working our way forward. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you need for more content like this. And until next time folks, peace out, have a great day, and I shall see you on the trails.